Well, good morning. Welcome to the full moon in Capricorn, my darlings. How are you? I will be the first to admit that as a fire sign with a ton of air, Capricorn energy is a little challenging for me, but I want to share with you some things this morning that have helped me, and I hope they will help you too. If you have particular difficulty with earth energy, all right, so a lot of you are on the spiritual path, and some of you, as you're trying to braid together this whole third dimension, fifth dimension, kind of weave together your magic, I want to say that the Capricorn full moon energy is a great opportunity for a couple of things. Number one, I have my little notes here, a couple of things that I wrote down that I wanted to reference to you today. First of all, time. Okay, so Capricorn, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and that is the god Kronos, and that is about time. So I think it might be a good time to check your relationship to time. Are you late all the time? Are you early all the time? Do you have a sense of time? Do you have a sense of timing? Good timing? Not so good timing? It may be time to take a look at your relationship to that, okay, and see if there's something there. If there's an argument you might be having with a spouse or something about you're always late, or you always have to be 5 minutes early, that's annoying, or whatever. I definitely have that problem about being 5 minutes early to everything, and it's a little annoying to people. Just saying. The other thing is that this is a really good time to get to the root of any kind of issue you have, timing or not timing. You might want to get to the root of something. Okay, that's very Capricornian. Not just like wallpaper over the cockroaches, but really get to the root of it and pull that out. Okay, this is a really good day to do that. To release and let go of anything. But it's not just like, okay, I'm releasing it. It's like really get to the root of why it's going on. Okay, why something is happening, and be really in your integrity about fixing it. That's also very Capricornian. The other thing to look at is, are you resisting anything in your life? Is there anything that you're resisting? This might be a really good day to take a look at that. Is there something that I want to, is there something I'm not acknowledging? Do I have some fear around certain things, around certain kinds of changes and stuff like that? How is it hard for me to sort of let things flow? And like I said, I'm fire and air, but I still, a lot of times, if something is going well, I do have a hard time with change. If things are going lousy, change it up. Don't care. But if something's going really good, I'm like, eh. And so what makes me think that what's on the other side isn't even better? Okay. So the other thing, the final thing I want to say to you as I'm shuffling here to get your message for today is about starting over. It's okay to make another choice. I feel that Capricorn energy sometimes bowls ahead. Like if you've made a choice, you got to stick with it forever and ever. Amen. And I'm going to give you permission right now that if something is not working for you, make another choice. You got my permission. Don't need, make another choice. Start over. Okay. So even if you go down a road that you feel is a good one for you, if you're like changing how you eat or changing your relationship to money or alcohol or anything like that, and you mess up, you don't have to wait even until tomorrow, or I'll start next Monday or anything like that. You don't even have to wait. The next minute you can start again. Okay. You don't have to be like, oh, I messed up today. Well, let's just order a pizza, and you can start right in the next minute, because Capricorn is a lot about time, and every minute holds promise. Okay. So those are my thoughts on the Capricorn full moon. It is about releasing resistance. It's about living in integrity, putting integrity into everything you do. Amen. All right. Orphaned underneath. the fates, Wheel of Fortune here. Exchanging gifts. Terrific, right? So this is my point. You're making my point, okay? Because when things suck and fate comes through, awesome, right? If it's the other way around, you're like, I don't like that so much. But I feel like things are changing, and a gift, we put something in a box and we wrap it because the moment of unwrapping is worth waiting for, okay? We're also not sure what's in that box. And nobody really wraps like a snake, unless you're giving a snake, unless somebody thinks it's a good thing. Okay, fair enough. But you're not really wrapping something. You don't put a lot of effort into beautifying something that you think is going to be awful for the person, right? You don't necessarily do that. And that's a whole other chapter of somebody else's thing that they need to work on. But the universe has something coming to you. And I feel like this thing that's coming in is going to make now look pretty lousy. So even if you think this isn't that bad, okay, or this isn't that like what you don't want, what you do want, still unknown, or what you are manifesting in this time is still not occurred yet, right? So you don't know what's on the other side of change. But I promise you, what's over here, when you manifest intently with the universe, when you manifest positively with the universe, is better than something that is low vibration. I promise you. Okay. So I feel like that's what's happening here. And some of you might be resisting some change because you don't know what's on the other side of it. What are you resisting? Okay. What did I write about this? So one of the, so this was good. I read this the other day. When you fear change, when you fear what's on the other side of something, what can you do to make yourself safe so that you can unwrap this gift? We don't know what's in it yet. We don't know what's there. But how can you make yourself safe enough to try? And I think that's the gift of Capricorn, because Capricorn is always moving forward, always trying. Even though that goat is going up a very treacherous mountain, always taking the next step, always moving forward. I find that to be very commendable, okay, about Capricorn. That's one of the things I do love about Capricorn, is that they're never afraid to try. They may not be, they may not come to the table willingly, but they do try things, okay? They do. All right, maybe as a last resort, but they do try things. One step at a time, okay? And then we get to decide. We'll see and then we'll know, okay? 8 of Wands. Star. Again, something coming out of the box. This is Pandora's box, okay? Something coming out of the box. We don't know what's coming out. We're going to open that box. Knight of Wands, Moon, Tower, 5 of Pentacles. Look at all this. King of Swords, Justice, 4 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. I feel like there's some short-term change that may be challenging. There's short-term fear here that's fueling this. Okay, because I feel like you're going to be going forward into something new here. And I almost feel like there's a relationship happening. I see Aquarius, I see Cancer, I see Libra. And I feel like the fear of what comes out of the box is, and this is fear, Moon, is what if I get fenced in? What if I get my freedom taken away? If that's one of your fears, what is your fear? What is your fear? That I lose my freedom? I lose my, I get played by someone who's a player? You know what I mean? Like, what's my fear about stepping forward into this relationship? I don't know what's going to come out of this box. If you try something new and fail, you just try again. Okay? But if you don't try anything new, nothing happens. Right? Good things can happen, bad things can happen, but if you don't try, nothing happens. So I feel like the other person is afraid of rejection. There's definitely fear of rejection here. Okay? There's fear of rejection. There's fear of having it not be what I want, having it be, something that is difficult. Okay? I'm afraid to go down this road of relationship because what if? What if it's also good? What if it's soulmate? What if it's good? Okay? And so I feel like some of you get frozen with fear and some of you get cold with fear. I feel like you're in good company here. However, I feel like if this is about there's some cold feet here. Okay? Justice and Four of Wands. This is about making it legal. So this could be about getting married, right? I'm afraid that the person I'm marrying isn't going to be faithful. I've had that happen to me before. I'm afraid that I'm going to lose all my money if I get married. Okay? I'm afraid that if I get divorced again, this will just destroy me. Okay? So there's something here about all of those things. And I feel like if you're concerned about those are things that you need to work on maybe before this commitment happens. For some of you, you could have taken a leap of faith and already done this. You've already made some kind of commitment and now you're afraid of what's going to happen. I've made a big financial commitment and now I'm worried about my job or something like that. Now I'm worried. I've made a big, taken a leap of faith and a lot of hope here. This is hope, springs eternal. And I've decided to jump forward into a relationship and now I'm afraid that this is the wrong person. Okay, there's something here. You don't know what you're going to get. This is almost like the stuff that happens in between the decision and the playing out of the decision. Or I feel like the decision has already been made here. Okay? Okay, this Nine of Cups, World, Ten of Swords, good Lord, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like whoever this reading is for, this is about making some kind of commitment. This is what I want, and I do it, and then I'm freaking terrified that something terrible is going to happen. So I, get into this anxiety place. The Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles are about working on this because, and this is a very, okay, so the difference between fear and intuition. A lot of you have asked me this over the course of the last couple of years about how do I tell the difference between my fear, like my thoughts create things and I get terrified of something, and my actual intuition telling me that this is what's going down. And I can tell you from personal experience that fear is shrill. Fear is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what if this happens? Okay, what? Oh my God, I just did this, and I just bought this house, and interest rates are falling. I just did this, and I moved. I jumped into this relationship. Like, okay, did you jump in? Like, did you get married overnight? Maybe not. Maybe you just said okay to the relationship, and now you're worried that you've chosen the wrong person. Okay, there's something here, and there's this shrill voice that literally is like. Right? It's like escalates. That is not intuition. Okay? That's fear. Intuition is, I wonder if I thought about this. Check the front door. Is it locked? I don't remember. Okay. Why don't you call that person? I think it'd be a good thing to call that person. Right? It's like, it's much more peaceful. It's not fear. It's just these little nudges of like, maybe you might want to do this. Maybe it's good to check the back door. Maybe you want to, and even some of these things that I'm saying can be also be, maybe you would check the back door. What if the murderer is outside the back door? Okay, so things, these things that I'm saying can come in intuition or they can come in fear. It's just about knowing which is which and hearing your voice as to which is which. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of terror happening here of this is what I want. And then, oh my God, what if this happens? Terrifying, okay? So then you pull back. So part of this energy is, give me one clarification of the Tower, please. Things outside of my comfort zone. 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 3 of Cups, Devil energy. Things outside of my comfort zone. What if this person cheats on me? This is like drama. This is created drama. All due respect. This is created drama here, okay? The Tower is, a little bit of, this makes me feel, okay, I'm just going to say this, a little bit of damsel in distress here or something, a little bit of damsel in distress. And there's this energy of help me, help me, help me, help me. The Devil energy here. Drama, fear, all of it can be worked with by not feeding into fear, okay? But by slowing things down and looking at your own patterns and seeing where, okay, if you're somebody who jumps into relationship, maybe you don't want to do that. But also, are you resisting a gift? Are you resisting something coming in by being like a drama queen and being like, oh my God, everything goes crazy, right? Are you doing that to yourself? If something legitimately wants to happen, I feel like something good is trying to happen here. And I feel like you might be drama queening yourself right out of this. Okay, like, oh my God, everything's going to be terrible. Everything's going to be awful. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that this is fear based of past experience of, and the shrill voice of fear that shows up and goes, you fucked up, you made a mistake, you did something, and now you're going to pay for it. This is like old kind of thinking. And I just want to say, like, the King of Swords here can be that voice of, you never know, who's the voice in you that tells you that you made mistakes? Who's that person's voice? Ace of Wands, Strength, 6 of Cups. This is something to get over. Okay, this is something from your past that you need to get over. I feel like this is showing up today in the Capricorn full moon to ask you about the root of the issue. What is the root of the issue? You pull the root out. Why am I resisting the future? What am I resisting? What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? If I try something new, looking foolish, right? Am I trying, I'll tell you, the first time I did my pink hair, I was like, oh my God, right? It freaked me out. But now I think it's fun and I enjoy it. So, like, I know that's a kind of a small example, but what are you afraid of? You're going to take that leap? Is that what the Capricorn full moon energy is helping you do? Release the fear? If you make a mistake, if you make a decision, none of us is perfect, make a decision and it doesn't work out, you can make another decision. Okay? But if you don't do anything, you stand in place. And then it feels like the world happens to you. Okay? So do what you need to do to get to the point of making a decision for yourself. Make a good decision for yourself. Sometimes it's going to work. Sometimes it's not going to work. But if you do nothing, nothing ever happens. Except the Tower. Because you stand still long enough, the universe has to push you forward. Okay? Okay. All right. So let's see where we go with this. I feel like we're talking a lot about things that aren't really happening. So far, that's been the reading, okay? All right, so link is below if you want to continue on with me. I will look at Leo. I see Leo and Libra here. I see Capricorn, obviously Capricorn here. I see Aquarius here. I see Cancer here. So we'll take a look at those. That's special cards for those zodiac signs, and we'll see where we go. Okay, Libra, Leo, blah, blah, blah. Okay, link is below. I'll see you over there. If you're part of our Pathfinder group, the rest of the reading starts right now.